Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, ready to head back to battle with an angel on my shoulder in XCOM: The Long War. And that angel? None other than Franklin the D. Roosevelt, who I think may just be the team's new Angel of Death. Clara Barton, of course, is going to be pissed because up until now she's had a mortal lock on the Angel of Death title, ensuring that someone got a trip down that long white tunnel of light every single time she's set foot on the field. But I'll be damned if maybe the D's last performance hasn't unseated Clara from the throne. Franklin was dealing out death like the Grim Reaper at a high-stakes poker game. It was pretty impressive. And unlike Clara, Franklin actually focused his killing power on the enemy, which was admittedly a significant improvement over Clara, who has, up until now, limited her angelic might to her own squad mates. And I think maybe Franklin has unwittingly established the grounds for another Steve Lawsuit Jobs versus Isaac Apple Newton style trademark infringement case, but it is what it is. I mean, I hope not. If there's one thing Project Lazarus really doesn't need, it's another lawsuit. I already spend a ton of my monthly income defending Dr. Valen from sexual harassment suits, keeping Bradford out of the pokey for his constant DUIs, and, of course, paying a team of attorneys to keep bumping Optimus Prime's restraining order back a couple hundred more feet. So I guess, really, we're going to have to get up and get to scanning, see if maybe we can wrangle a few more spaceship junks to sell in order to keep the payroll satisfied down and legal. It's really ballooning out of control. You want one alien heavy weapon for 2 engineers. Well, that's simply not going to happen, United Kingdom. I'm sorry, that's a ludicrous request. You can take that one and stick it straight up your British ass and maybe, I don't know, follow it with a jammy dodger, whatever you can do to sort of, British it up a bit. Alien nucleonics is complete. Fantastic. That's going to give us longer intercept time.
Morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help.
Yeah, I'm glad you're glad, Dr. Shin. It's lovely. I'm glad you also got your pudding today. I'm happy for you, buddy. I'm happy. It's a good day any day Dr. Shin gets pudding. Of course, the problem is he's so riddled with Alzheimer's. He goes and gets a tub of pudding, eats it, then forgets that he had pudding and goes back and gets more pudding, and then is confused because it's just a bunch of empty pudding containers and no actual pudding. Then he gets frustrated, throws a screaming fit. Dr. Valen has to go talk him down. It's getting kind of ugly, and my pudding budget is also spiraling out of control, but let's hope we can maybe get a kill on this. What do we got? A Raider? Low over Nigeria. This is a medium UFO. I'm going to send up Rattler and see if he can get the kill, just in the interest of trying to keep Baja active. If he can't, we'll probably send Baja up to finish it off. I mean, we can't let this go uncontested. Don't like aliens just roaming free over my skies. Come on, Rattler. Surprise me on this one, champ. And it would be a significant surprise if you actually brought this down. So I really kind of need you to wow me. You are not wowing me? You're not wowing me at all. Rattler Kurosawa, of course, getting his nickname because of his baby rattle, which I'm going to go get and put back in his fist. I'm sure he's going to be shrieking, screaming, and shitting down in the hangar about the fact that his aircraft's going to be out of commission for the next 4 months because he got himself cored like an apple. Don't worry, Rattler, your Nook is waiting. It's going to be fine. We'll just get your binky, and then you can go grab your blankie and have a nice nap. Meanwhile, Baja will do the actual heavy lifting here on Project Lazarus. And there we go. No salvage, because, of course, Baja destroyed it. That's one of the reasons why I sent Kurosawa in the first place. I was a little concerned that might happen, and we need to salvage here. We really do. We've got to get our hands on some Illyrium. Mary Stewart succeeded at psychic training. That's shocking. Frankly, it's unbelievable. I assumed she would fail at least 2 more times. I'm not salty that she did, but it's just good to try and maybe clear some of this logjam. We really have a serious backlog of troopers we need to cram into the tube. The Duke's gotta go. Joseph Lister's gotta go. Tomoe Gozen's gotta go. Tisiphone actually sort of also needs to go. Anybody else who's really a priority? No, not really. Joseph Lister is a significant need. Tomoe Gozen, significant need. The Duke, the Duke's at max rank now, so we can probably spare him. Yeah, the Duke is going to be limited usefulness, though, because he's such a good killer with the sniper rifle. And Gozen and Lister, Psy Panic would be really good for either of them. Let's give it to the cleaner. Also, we have some extra medics right now. I mean, we can always take Clara, the Angel of Death Barton, if we really need a medic. Not that she's gonna save anyone, and I mean, I think she's got kind of like a murderous Angel of Death sort of thing. She really is like one of those murderous nurses who just slips into hospital rooms and overdoses patients with morphine.
Contact detected.
So we've got another... Alright, they just won't leave Nigeria alone, but we have Simtex Cato and Baha Guti. Alright, either one of these guys are going to be able to bring down a small. Seriously, guys, if you can, please, shoot to wound. Just try and maim them a little. Don't go for the throat. Just nip at their hamstrings.
Bangs
We need
out.
some Wolfpack style tactics here, guys. I need this Illyrium. That's... yeah. That's a problem, is what it is. That's 2 opportunities for Illyrium now. But it's not like we could have sent another craft. We don't have... I need to get more interceptors. We got to get more interceptors there. All right, so we have one over China. Somebody completed psi training. I don't know whether they succeeded or failed. You know what? Let's take a moment and go check on that. Because I want to get somebody else in the tubes. Ava Perona actually succeeded. Holy shit, that's 3 successes in a row. I may need to excuse myself for a moment while I go in the bathroom because, frankly, I think I just might have shit my pants a little bit. Sporty Spice is going in a tube. Get it done, Sporty Spice. You're twice as nice. Now let's go see if one of our rookies over in China can pull this off. All right, Skeeter, get on up there, man. We got a can of worms. We're heading down to the old fishing hole. Let's see if Skeeter can bring us back a nice largemouth bass. Or maybe a sectoid or 2. I mean, it's not as good as crappie or bluegill, but all you can catch is them there sectoids. Sometimes that's what you gotta bring home. I mean, them kids gotta eat, you know. All right, well, Skeeter, he done caught him a whole mess of sectoids, probably a few, maybe even a bluegill or 2, maybe sunfish, who knows. I'm just glad he didn't blow it up. Sectoid Commander, Outside, Mechtoid, Sectoid, and Drone. So I'm guessing we're gonna have probably dual pods of Sectoid Mechtoid combo. We could be looking at up to 4 Mechtoids on this mission, which I'm so sick of Mechtoids. I've really had they're really starting to stick in my craw. All right, well, we're gonna need a fairly talented team. I don't want to take Helen Deadeye Keller or Van Dorn. Could we take... You know what? Let's take the Duke. He's not an officer, but we're gonna need a top-notch sniper, and the Duke is recently newly minted Master Sergeant. I think he'll probably be able to get the job done. I mean, one shouldn't really doubt John Wayne. I feel kind of guilty for even calling your skills into question, John. I do, but that's what I do, man. I'm not an optimistic cat. I always look and see pretty much the worst of any given situation. I always assume it's a worst case scenario and try to plan accordingly. So that's got the Duke kitted out. We need an officer. What do we got for scouts? Mitch Pancakes Hedberg, Virginia Bed by Wolf, neither of which I'm really enthusiastic about sending. Ava Perone's fresh out of the tube, right? Oh, okay, so we're going to go with little Ava Don't Cry Perone. She's going to be our scout on this one. Let's get her suited up with a nice little bit of Titan armor. I think we're going to go with just our plasma carbine. Been using a carbine a lot on scouts, and we've been having some fairly respectable results with it. I'm pretty comfortable with it. Chameleon suit, of course. Mind shield, I think, and then in all likelihood, just a nice little shadow device. My crutch, if you will. These shadow devices really have been pretty much the leg that's propping up the project recently. Bloody Mary Stewart, also fresh out of the tube, so definite advantages to taking her on this mission as well. This is a lot of really high-ranked troopers for a small UFO, but I don't know. We're going to give her a neuro regulator. I don't really feel comfortable. Neuro gun link as well. And armor-piercing ammo. I don't really feel comfortable. I will get to finish this sentence. I keep interrupting myself, I promise. And I know I just fucking did it again, so maybe I should just get the sentence out. I really don't feel comfortable taking multiple rookies on this mission. One, because it's just dangerous, and I've talked about it a lot recently. Rookies really don't have the soup to cut the mustard for us anymore. The other reason, though, I'm almost certain we're going to be facing off against 4 mechtoids. I feel it in my bones, deep down in the heart of me, in the bleakest, darkest, blackest parts. I know it's going to happen. The disadvantage to Musashi, he can't carry a shadow device. We could go scout, we could go medic, but if we don't have a psychically... you know, Musashi, I don't know if I can take you, buddy. I mean, a ton of grenades, sure. It's all right, let's try it. I I really feel like with this many mechtoids, we're probably going to need all 3 shadow devices. So if we take a medic, and I said I don't want to take Jesus, but I think we might have to take Jesus on this one. We could take Elvis, but he's capped. Typhoid Mary would work. Ernest Shackle. Yeah, let's take Typhoid Mary. She's got the double here. Let's give Typhoid the double. She's already proven her deadliness, of course, over her career. She murdered a lot of people by cooking soup for them. Let's hope this time she's dishing that soup up exclusively for the enemy. So it's going to be motion tracker, med kits, no arc thrower. Where's my shadow device? There's always a shadow device here. Shadow device. There we go. And now we've got 3 slots left, at least one of which has to go to an assault trooper. Captures are not going to be a huge priority on this mission. It's all sectoids and mechtoids plus outsiders. None of them really have weapons that I'm hugely interested in. So I'm thinking one really good assault, and I think St. Joan is going to cover that. And then we'll take one garbage water assault, because goodness knows we got ample to spare. I mean, Oishi Yoshio is a constant threat to actually appear on a mission. And when I say threat, I mean that literally the man is a threat. You take him at your own peril. The only person more risky is J. Robert Oppenheimer, because that guy can find a way to fuck up a ham sandwich. Yeah, arc thrower. And then let's, I don't know, find me some garbage water. It might be Yoshio. Teddy and a bench don't need to go. We got the War Dog, but he's max rank now, so I don't really see a lot of compelling reason to take the War Dog. He still sucks, even at max rank. We got Yoshio, we got Ein Calamity Rand. Oh, this is a train. Oh, you know what? We'll take Winston to Court Churchill. Winston Churchill's actually decent. Unlike most of our other sort of low-level assaults, you know, Winston Churchill has yet to truly embarrass himself on a mission. He's had the worst, some mediocre performances. He has not yet caused a calamitous train wreck that derailed and killed 1,000 commuters. Although I'm not sure if there's actually commuter trains that really typically have that kind of passenger manifest, but I don't know. Not a big train guy. Not a lot of trains here in my neighborhood. We just got the Metro Link, and it's not really hugely developed. Commander's choice. I would love it to be someone psychically active. I'm thinking we double up on engineers and take Elizabeth Tudor just for a shadow device. And you know what? In fact, I'm beyond thinking about it. I'm actually going to do it. Aegis armor for Elizabeth, because she is not speedy. I don't want to give her a plasma rifle. I mean, somebody should be toting it, but not her. Okay, let's swap this up a bit. Here's what we'll do. We do have our scout. Our scout's fairly quick. We got Ava Don't Cry Perone, who is a fantastic shot and has a respectable foot speed. We can probably afford to weigh her down just a tiny bit more. The difference for her between a 12 and a 13 is not massive. The difference between Elizabeth Tudor's 14 and 15, though, is going to be big. That's really going to give her a better opportunity to get those grenades where we need it, especially if she's toting the shadow device. Gonna need her in an operative position. That's our team then. Let's make this happen. I'm still salty about the 2 chances we had for Illyrium that our Firestorm team kind of fucked up for us. Don't think I forgot about that, Baja. I'm onto your shit. I mean, granted, it was 2 intercepts where you killed an enemy and did not even take a single hit. So, I mean, it's brilliant performance, but really, man, the overachieving's got to stop, pal.
We're heading into China for the next operation.
Operation Crystal Rain is a go. Crystal Rain, by the way, seems like it should be the title of the upcoming albums for some pop diva. Ariana Grande, Katy Perry, maybe a Taylor Swift even. Crystal Rain, it just seems thematically appropriate. This is a map we haven't played in a while also, so I'm pleased. It's a small UFO map that isn't in the plains, is not in the Wisconsin farmhouse. We rarely get to play this map. Although, now that I think about it, the last time we played this map, I'm pretty sure we brought John Wayne, and he got a rookie killed.
Loud and clear, Big Sky.
Don't think I forgot about that one, John.
From here. Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
Our starting position is not fantastic. We are... Where the hell are we? Okay, so we're over on what I'm going to call the west corner of the map. Craft is here. This is sort of a sticky wicket. I don't really like this spawn spot at all. Let's get the motion tracker up. Nothing on scanners, huh?
Headed there now.
Alright, Typhoid Mary. Alright, Typhoid Mary has located a pod. It's going to be right over in this region. That's fine. Let's see if we can set up without actively spawning them. And maybe try and engineer a few squad site shots. It's possible. This should be a relatively safe move. Okay, good. All right, you're on Overwatch, Tutor. My goal here is to not activate this pod. I'd like to get a battle scanner over there and then maybe crack a few squad site shots to actually trigger it.
Scanning.
Typhoid Mare, I'm going to go ahead and drop you into Overwatch. That might seem a little premature, but I'm really going to take no efforts at all to activate this pod. I'm going to very much dedicate myself to not making it come to fruition. I really want these guys not up in my grill, please. Mostly because, you know, I still need some work done on the grill. It's not quite finished. It's got the diamond studs in, but I want them in the baguette cut. And it's hard to find gem cutters who will actually cut diamonds into baguettes because it's such a fragile diamond structure now. Not a lot of people will do it. So By the Court is ready. That just leaves the Duke, who's going to kick on his nice little flying shoes. And we're going to get the Duke airborne. I can't see shit. And I think we'll put the Duke right... Like, here looks reasonable. If I turn the camera, can I actually see that tile? I cannot. Apparently that tile is not occupiable. It must be filled with something. That's fine. This should be good enough. Duke's going to steady his weapon. That's going to end our turn. I'm thinking this highway actually occupies space, so we can't have John Wayne. So this is a Mechtoid pod, then. Let's get Eva Perone. Where you at? Alright, so we're going to bring little Eva up here. She's either going to body pop them, or we're going to whip them with the battle scanner. It looks like it's going to be the BS, or battle scanning bullshit. Let's find these guys and start shooting here. Scanner's connected, huh? Okay. What do we got? That's Outsiders. And a mech. This is a weird pod composition. Sectoid Commander, 2 Outsiders, and what I'm assuming is a Mechtoid Colossus, because fuck, it's always a Mechtoid Colossus. Let's have the Duke take a peek through his scope. What do you got here? It's just a Mechtoid. Light him up, hardened, and side shield. This guy is trash. This is a garbage water Mechtoid. The Duke can probably just kill him. How much health has he got? Not that much. I don't think. So if the Duke... You know what? Yeah, let's just do it. I think John Wayne can probably just kill him. 13 damage critical's a hell of a start. He goes into Overwatch. He has 14 health left. The Duke is unlikely to be able to generate 14 damage. We have some good shots here. You know what, Duke? We'll come back for your second shot in a moment. I'm going to see if anybody else is going to crack here. I'm assuming we should have at least one squad side shot, right? We have several squad side shots. Double 49s. Double 49. Double 36, which is rancid. We cannot get a shot at the Mechtoid, so I'd prefer to have the Duke take the poke. Let's take our double 49s here. We're not in fantastic cover. Unsurprising miss. As much as I would like to say that was also an unsurprising miss, it was not unsurprising in any way, shape, or form. If we bring Elizabeth Tudor to here, that's terrible cover. The safe play is going to be to Shadow Device. I mean, there's no question about that. Who's on Overwatch? The Mechtoid? That's... yeah, we're going to trigger it. Can't have Typhoid Mary run it. We could have St. Joan dash up, pull the Overwatch, and then run back. Just to get Musashi a clear shot. Yeah, you know what, St. Joan, go... we need your lightning reflexes here. Mechtoid takes his Overwatch. This better miss. Alright, good work. The Maid of Orleans remaining unburnt at the stake. She can walk through fire and come out unscathed, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it didn't work for her historically the first time, but she learned from her mistakes. That's what she learned from her first go-around in this crazy, crazy thing called life. Don't let someone strap you to a stake in the middle of a fire. That's what she learned. It's a valuable lesson, admittedly. So where are we going to want to post up, then? Ava Perone is... we could probably get everybody in a Shadow Device if we drop it in this tile. So let's go for that. That's going to be my current goal. Shadow Device on that tile. 67% here for Winston. The Court Churchill, not a terrible chance. Winston's shotgun blast missing by a country fucking mile. Not once, but twice, because nobody fails like Churchill. That was brilliant work, by the way. So Mary Mallon has the Shadow Device. Joan of Arc is going to fall back. We're just going to bring her to here. The Duke... he's got to crack the Mechtoid because he's the only one who can do it. Low chance to critical here. Well, we actually did get to critical, just not quite enough damage. So that leaves us Tudor and Mallon. Alright, Tudor. You're in full cover. That counts as full cover. If I'm going to air this, I would prefer to air it over here, because Musashi, I think his base defense, and by that I mean his base defense stat, I think it's kind of shitty. And we are not going to be able to get little Ava Pro. Okay, so we can't cover everyone with it. Alright, well, Tudor,
Okay.
you're here then, and it's Grenade Town for you. Take us down to Grenade Town and make this guy evaporate, please.
Grenade out.
This should get a kill here. Gloriana's going to do 7 damage. Overachieved it by 1. That just leaves us little Mary Mallon. Mary Mallon's going to hop right up here. No cover for Mary. She drops the shadow device. Keeps these guys safe, and it's up to Ava Perone to maintain her stay fucking ducked behind that cover. Half cover, full cover for her. She is in, I think, 2 distortion fields, so she should be pretty difficult to hit. That is one thing I gotta say I don't really care for about the fact that we do have the Duke in a distortion field, or that he has a distortion field ability. With his flying, it's going to be tough to keep him in it. On the plus side, even when he's airborne, the distortion field does significantly increase his difficulty to hit. Because he's got the flying bonus and a distortion field bonus. Not surprised by the fact that they chose to shoot at our gunner. Is that a double move? It is not a double move. He's shooting at the Duke. Nope. Alright, people piling the hate on my gunner. It's not unexpected. That's often going to be the case. Ava Perone. Alright, so we need to take a moment here and think. Bloody Mary's going to take this guy out, no sweat. Let's just have her crack him. I don't see any disadvantage to bringing down the mech Floyd here. He's done. Mary Mallon's shooting straight with the first one, trying to conserve ammo, which is good because she missed her first 2 shots, and some ammo conservation definitely not going to go amiss here. Lightning reflexes we can get off of Joan of Arc. That draws out this Overwatch, and it's going to let her go take a free shot at our friend, our little neighboring outsider over here, who may have close encounters, but again, that's the reason we took St. Joan up for the close touch. Ooh, bad touch, St. Joan. Bad touch. Now, we're probably going to want to have St. Joan move to cover, so we're going to have to deal with this outsider as best we can with what we got left. Churchill could probably go get some hit-and-run shots at him. Ava Perone is not in a horrid position. The Duke, of course, is ready to deliver some long-range damage. I'm just trying to figure out, is it better to kill here and make sure that we've got a safe path of egress for the French maid and rely on the rest of the team to bring down that guy? This is a can't-miss shot. It's a guaranteed kill. Let's do it. The Duke's only going to get 1 bullet off this round, and I want to really make sure that it counts. So, Winston, if we bring you over here, this is not a flank shot, and it's in half cover. That sort of sucks. Could bring you over here. Problem is, if there's a pod in that craft, we are at a definite risk of activating them. I do not like that at all. If we need to, we could Shadow Device again, but that only leaves us 1 Shadow Device for the remainder of the mission. I'm supposing there's basically 0 chance we can panic that. Yeah, absolutely 0. There's a lot of killing left to do, and not necessarily enough people to do that killing. I'm a little concerned about having St. Joan in vision of that sectoid commander, too, because non-zero chance he throws a mind control at her. That would be very bad for us.
Moving out.
We're gonna have to take the risk here with Churchill. All right, so we're gonna bring Musashi over. He's gonna throw a nice hardy grenade. I don't suppose you can get one all the way back there. He can. If we uncover that sectoid, we'd have a real good chance at taking him down. But you know what? No, this guy's too big a threat. The outsider's got to go. I'm sorry, champ. You got to go. Can't trust you. You're too good of a shot. We can't take the risk. Mary Mallon has dropped her shadow grenade, but that means Elizabeth Tudor has one if we need the emergency shadow grenade. This should be a pretty good shot. Never mind. I'm well wrong. What's this shot like? Also terrible, but it will apply hollow targeting, so we gotta take it. And if I'm gonna trust anybody with a low percentage shot, that somebody is little Ava Perone. That chick hit a 1% at one time. That's not optimal. Alright, so St. Joan, you're here. That leaves us Tudor and Mallon. We have 1 shadow device amongst... Alright. Fine, I don't relish the thought of having to do this, but we're going to have to do this. That's the best you can do. 40%. How about a mind fray? That's a friggin' 0. So it's bad and worse are our two options, and of course, the miss. Yeah, whatever. You know, you guys keep constantly talking about how you're gonna adjust your sights or how you'll get them next time. Blah 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 blah. A lot of promises, no delivery here. A lot of promises, no delivery. Don't overpromise and underdeliver, damn it. It's the worst possible thing you can do from a customer service standpoint. And I know. You guys give me terrible service. There's another mechtoid somewhere. Johnny, Commander. Alright, so he's falling back for the clever girl. What the hell are you doing? Okay, I'm not sure how that was a flank shot. I'm just really glad that it missed. Clever girl's a problem. You know what, Winston? You're gonna close this out. Churchill's taking this one down the rest of the road. Nobody's on Overwatch here, so we don't really have a whole lot to worry ourselves with. Winston Churchill's gonna walk up and put a gun in this guy's mouth. Well, that's the one way to get a hit, Winston. I mean, point blank. Say what you want. It works. Duke's gonna reload, study that weapon. They'll have a double tap shot on our next pod activation in all likelihood. Do we want to pursue forward and try and take out the commander? I mean, we know he's trying to clever girl us. I think the answer is no. I don't really relish that thought. Let's bring Ava Perón up here. We're gonna put Ava on Overwatch. Elizabeth Tudor just needs some cover.
On the move.
Bring her here. Great, you can see the enemy. That's not good. Of course, you don't have mayhem yet, but you know what? Suppressing this guy is not a terrible idea. What's a mind fray look like? Absolute trash. So suppression it is then. This will discourage him from moving, and we'll give him an aim penalty. I don't expect him to use an ability that will, like, give us the option to actually shoot, but that's fine. He's very unlikely to either move. If he does anything, that thing that he's going to do is going to be to try to use a psychic power at someone. We're going to advance Mary Stewart up to this full cover. She's not going to have a shot at shit. She's also very hurt, and we wouldn't mind getting Typhoid Mary back. Slap a little patch kit on her to keep from fully deflating. She's like that bum bicycle tire. We don't want her costing us the Tour de France. And so the suppression actually having some pretty reasonable benefits. We can't afford to go forward here. I would love to. We know this guy's trying to clever girl us, which means there's something back here. So let's just toss the battle scanner deep and see if we can figure out what that something is.
Explorando.
That's confusing. If this guy's trying to clever girl us, it's the shittiest clever girl in the history of clever girling. It's not a good attempt, sir. Bloody Mary has a shot? I mean, shit, we'll take double 36s. We're not going to do anything better with Mary Mallon here. If nothing else, this is a holo targeting. Nothing else is exactly what we got, but a holo targeting, I'll take it, I suppose. Dude, can't miss. Yeah, alright, John Wayne maybe will just pull the kill here. Not with that shot. What the hell was that, John? 5 friggin' damage with the precision shot? That was terrible. Double tap, you got 7. So you got more out of the double tap than you did out of the actual toss. Alright, well, I'm going to trust Elizabeth Tudor. This is admittedly against my better judgment, but worst case scenario, we're going to destroy this guy's cover. And if this doesn't kill him, we can probably flush him with some follow-up. We're going to need to flush him with some follow-up. Alright, who's got gun? Oh, you know what, Musashi? Just suppress him to death. Let's not take a chance. This can't fail. Hey, good enough.
I'm ready.
0 risk, baby. That's my kind of risk. No actual risk. Long War has ground me down to the point now where I'm terrified of taking any kind of chance. Well, this is the pod we were worried about then? We're in, yeah.
Damn it.
Welcome to Shit Creek. Turn in your paddles, folks. We're completely boned. Everybody, I think, is flanked. The entire team. Ava Perón is, for some miracle, not flanked. Who's got my shadow device? We're gonna need it. My bacon is in the fryer. Someone please take the bacon out of the fryer. Excuse me, I have one left, I know. Ava Perron has it. All right, well, we got double benefits here for little Ava. So we're gonna cluster up behind this burning truck. Did not pull Overwatch. That's real bad. Kinda needed that Overwatch gone. Then again, if that didn't pull Overwatch, then this should also not draw Overwatch. It did not. All right, Musashi, grenade, please. This should kill both of these drones. If it doesn't, I'm going to be real salty with Musashi. He has heat warheads. Okay, good. Knife man getting it done. He's wielding the blade. That's some adroit blade work right there.
On my way.
I have no complaints. Mary Mallon will come back to you in a moment. Winston Churchill he can see the mech. Yeah, shit. Winston Churchill does not have lightning reflexes. This is a problem. Alright, so the Duke, I don't suppose you can see that guy? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Well,
Locked and loaded.
nothing fancy here from the Duke. Sorry, Pilgrim, I just couldn't get her into range there. I don't really want Elizabeth Tudor to be able to see that guy. Do I need cover? If we're going to Shadow Device, the answer is not really.
I'm on the move.
Tudor walks up here, reloads.
Oh yeah.
As much as I'd like to put Elizabeth Tudor on Overwatch, I know there are drones in that pack, and I really can't risk having a drone come in, pull her out of cover of the Shadow Device with Overwatch, so we're just going to have St. Joan. More risks for the team. This is St. Joan's bit. I mean, she knows how to put herself at risk for the benefit of others. She's prone to martyrdom. All right, Winston, no, don't do anything, Ava. You've got to drop the Shadow Device or everybody fucking dies.
Affirmative, moving out.
Winston Churchill, get your dumb ass somewhere where you're not going to die. Where is Mary Stewart? Get up here. We're actually going to toss a heal at Bloody Mary. Because in this case, she is quite literally bloody. And no, not because it's her time of the month and she's got her monthlies, but because she got shot in the fucking face.
Rub some dirt on
She's
it,
bloody
you
for a
will.
different reason. Don't try to make this a PMS situation. They don't call her Bloody Mary because, you know, she's... For 5 days out of the month, she's a delightful royal bitch down in the barracks. I mean, she's basically a delightful royal bitch. Get it, royal? Yeah, okay. But she's a royal bitch pretty much, you know, all 30 days of the month long. Don't believe me, just ask Elizabeth Tudor. I mean, she had her head cut off for a reason. Interesting. Sectoid coming around the flank. Mechtoid's just going to charge with no target. Still Overwatch, huh? What's this? Messiah shield? Yeah, alright. We don't yet know what kind of Mechtoid this is. It's not the regular garden variety Mechtoid. I'm guessing Mechtoid Leviathan? Possibly Colossus? We'll know in a second. What are you? A Vulcan Mechtoid. Okay, so how many ridiculous abilities do you have? It has elevated ground? No, I have elevated. Executioner, light 'em up, advanced fire control, combined arms, repair servos, platform stability, shock absorbent armor, and psi shield. Alright, well, difficult but not insurmountable. What's our panic chance? Absolutely terrible because he's mind merged. John Wayne, I would love to have you throw a disabling shot here, but let's face it, that ain't in the cards. Also, you're in a real shit spot, son. Where's Ava Perron? We can have Ava pull Overwatch, but if we do, that's literally all she's going to do. She's also going to have a difficult time finding cover after she does it. Well, we're going to need you in cover. I'm sorry. Do your job, Ava. Our lightning reflexes are proving quite lightning-like. We're not having our... Oh, 85% chance to hit here. That's actually pretty good. Ava Perron's going to deliver, I feel. I can tell. Also the hollow targeting, which is solid. That gives Bloody Mary Stewart here a pretty... Yeah, she's going to wreck this champ. Shield cracked, 11 damage on top of it. 10 more damage. Good, strong output. This is why we trust Bloody Mary Stewart. This is why we put up with her shit in a barracks, actually. I mean, yeah, she's really a royal bitch for, 5 days out of the month, or all 30 days out of the month, however you want to figure it. But there's a reason we put up with her nonsense.
Heading out.
Winston to Court Churchill's gonna run up here, and there is a fourth guy. There is a fourth guy who is on Overwatch. It's just sectoids. We'll be fine. I think Winston's probably gonna be able to bring our friend here down. Or he's gonna do a remarkably low 4 damage, but shit, at least he did this time. 8 damage on the shred follow-up. Well, that cat is wrecked. The problem is, the Duke... Gonna be a lot of sectoids shooting at the Duke. A lot of sectoids. Mary Mallon, what do you like from here? You know what? Yeah, take it. 87 is good enough. Mary Mallon with the kill. Little Typhoid Mary. It's not just a clever nicknames, folks. It's not just a clever nickname. Typhoid Mary will fuck your shit up. We could run and gun here to pretty reasonable effect. And we get this... We could get full cover. It would draw out to Overwatch, which also has benefits. Elizabeth Tudor is probably not going to be able to deliver anything. Right, so John Wayne, just kill that man. This is the best John Wayne.
He's down.
Drives one home. Are you on double tap? You are. Good. Drive down the other one then. 89. Double 89. So I killed the man who's closest to you. The other guy can't actually see John.
Nailed him.
If we could get up close with a run and gun. I'm debating. We can't really get that close, or even to respectable cover. It's not worth the shot. We could get to here. You know what? Screw it. Let's take a chance. Maybe, just maybe, I'll catch a little unexpected luck, and this shot will hit. Alternatively, things could go wrong, and this could somehow pop another pod, and Joan of Arc's quest to martyr herself will finally... Yeah, it's exactly what I was fucking afraid of. Yeah, you should be very concerned, Saint Joan, because you're gonna get the holy living fuck shot out of you.
Adieu.
Yeah, adieu. Too little, too late is all I'm gonna say about that. That's not good.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I don't foresee a solution here that keeps Saint Joan unkilled. We can try this, and if we destroy some cover, we might be able to make the outsiders move in favor of shooting. I mean, Elizabeth Tudor's going to be able to drop in a grenade. If Elizabeth can pull a kill here, and she might be able to, St. Joan's still getting shot. There's nothing we can do about that. But if we get a kill here, maybe only one guy shoots at her, well, there goes that plan. She might have been able to weather the storm if it was only going to be one outsider firing. This, though, yeah, it's double. Yeah. The critical is real shitty. Also, St. Joan, why are you not immune to criticals? I'm very curious about why you're not immune to criticals. You really should be. Man, there has never been a more dedicated martyr than St. Joan. Every single opportunity to get herself injured. If it's risky and stupid, there's no part of that plan that St. Joan doesn't want. Is this plan risky? Is it ridiculous? Is it stupid? Is it likely to result in my injury or death? Well, then I'm on board. Give me some of that. All right, John Wayne, give me the critical kill here. Thank you. The Duke still driving coffin nails by the way. You did, in fact, nail him. Also, fucking clever drop after the fact that I said you were driving coffin nails. That's good follow-up work, John Wayne. That's why he was a consummate actor, folks. That's why John Wayne was famous in Hollywood. You put John Wayne on screen with a man, that guy makes a quip, even if he ad-libs it. The Duke's gonna fire right back, man. He'll come in with the solid line that you weren't expecting. Be like, you know, I never thought John Wayne would be funny, and it turns out, yeah, he's actually kind of funny. So this is definitely the last unit on the mission. Little Ava Peron's gonna put one in his ear. And she literally put it not in his ear, but out the other one. That was through his whole head. Operation Crystal Rain, a success. St. Joan won't even spend time in a hospital because we did have Typhoid Mary there to patch her up. So, I mean, she will be fatigued after this mission, but not wounded. Now, granted, she's going to be infected with typhoid, and long-term, her survival rates drop to 0. But typhoid, I think, has a reasonably long incubation period. I don't know, my bacterial science is not strong, but I think it has a relatively long incubation period. And odds are, St. Joan will be killed by some other source before the typhoid has a chance to take her out. That's so it's all sunshine and roses here. She won't live long enough to die from scrub typhus. It's just not going to happen. I really like Bombard. I really like tandem warheads. It's difficult to choose which to pick in this situation because they're both really good. I've been sort of going with a mix. We have a couple guys who have tandem warheads. We have a couple guys who have Bombard. I love Bombard so much. It's so good for cover destruction. Alright, Knife Man's going to be long range then. What we'll do, Knife Man's long range, I think the Madman has tandem warheads, and we can run those two as a sort of tandem duo if the need arises. 24 Illyrium, solid pickup. 5 Sectoid Corpses, Alloys, Weapon Fragments, Meld. The rest of this shit, I don't give a single fuck about. I'm not even going to go sell it. That's how little I don't care. What I am going to do, though, is go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see John Wayne driving more coffin nails and then making sort of an off-the-cuff ad-lib about his mad skills, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.